There you go, raw dogging.
How about we name this one Draft Talk? Talking
There you
draft.
go.
Talking draft and talking trash.
That's right. Trash draft.
Trash
Mhm.
dogs in the building.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
So
guys
I'm
excited?
thinking.
Huh?
I'm thinking. I am thinking that. Let's see. How about Trick Williams to Raw? Does that look good? Sound good to you?
He just won the NXT title.
Yeah. Bring the NXT title to Raw. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Braun
I
Breaker.
mean,
Braun Breaker back to NXT though.
no.
Well, hold on. We already know who's staying. All the champions are staying, except for the tag team champions. They can
The
move.
women's tag team champions are the only ones that are in play.
Oh, so the men's aren't?
But
The men's
technically,
are not. The men's are staying on each brand. So A Town Down's staying on SmackDown, and Awesome Tree's staying on Raw.
technically, in the rules, it never said the NXT champions were protected by their brand. Only Raw and
They're
SmackDown.
not, but it says a select few super.
Yeah. So Braun
Well,
Breaker back to NXT, big name. He's been
you got him going to NXT.
he just he just got out of NXT.
I know.
Baron
he's good.
Corbin back to Raw or SmackDown.
I think he's
Yeah,
going to SmackDown.
I have them as a package deal going to SmackDown.
Okay.
Okay, but not as a tag team.
Oh no, as a tag team.
Really, you want them to keep rolling as a
Yeah,
tag?
they need tag teams. You just broke up Imperium.
But I thought
It's
Braun
true.
Breaker was going to be the next breakout superstar.
He still can be, but you have him on a tag team first, and then he turns on Corbin, beats him up, or maybe they just become even more best friends and never turn on each other. Who knows?
Besties forever.
Mm-hmm.
Randy Orton back to Raw.
I still have him staying on SmackDown because Cody's now on SmackDown.
Right.
All right. So who you guys got staying on SmackDown?
On SmackDown, out of the list I drew together,
You
I've
got
got the
Cody.
Bloodline staying. I've got
Okay.
Orton staying. Jade Cargill and Bianca are going to stay on SmackDown. Damage Control is going to stay on SmackDown.
Yeah, because they're going to start that feud.
Yeah,
Bianca
and
and
then
Damage Control.
the LWO stay on SmackDown.
I agree with all that, but I have one that is going to be switching to Raw, but I'll talk about that later.
Okay, okay.
I talk about it now.
No,
We already talked
No,
about we already talked about people switching.
it's going to be
you're
a
doing.
shocker. Who you guys got staying on Raw?
Hector, do you want me to go? You go.
Um, I mean, we can name the obvious. Sami Zayn staying on Raw.
Well,
He's
he's a
just
champion. So I have Rollins staying on Raw, Jey Uso staying on Raw, Punk and Drew McIntyre staying on Raw, Imperium's going to stay on Raw, Liv Morgan's going to stay on Raw, and that's it out of the ones I wrote down.
well, Seth Rollins is going to stay on Raw because Becky Lynch is staying on Raw.
Yeah, they keep couples together. So by that logic, there's certain people that have to be together.
I got Liv Morgan, Drew McIntyre, and CM Punk going to SmackDown. So we're
Wow.
total opposites there.
Liv Morgan's not going to SmackDown because I think she's going to start feuding with Becky Lynch.
Nah, I think that's over with. I think she's going to
Didn't
try to
even
get a title on
start.
SmackDown.
Then
It.
she'd be going after Bailey, and they're not going to drop the title from Bailey just for Liv Morgan. She just won the title back.
I don't think. I think she's going to start fresh in SmackDown.
No.
Could they could do that?
I think,
I still have them. I have her staying on Raw.
and then I got Drew and CM Punk going to SmackDown
To feud with Cody
because
Rhodes.
I think it's going to be CM Punk and Drew fighting for a while, but I could also see that in the future. But I see the Bloodline going to Raw.
So
I thought about
they're the number one pick. SmackDown gets the number one pick on Friday night. They're not going anywhere. If Nick Aldis has anything to do with it,
I think they're going to start fresh because Roman Reigns hasn't been on Raw since 2019.
Yeah, but he's. I
So,
mean, is he really
and
technically part of the bloodline still?
he is.
he is the Bloodline.
And then you get
And then I think
Solo, Paul, and not Jimmy Uso anymore, or maybe he's still considered part of it. And then
I got Jimmy going to Raw too.
Tama Tonga.
Yeah.
I
Now
got
that
Jimmy going to Raw too. I think it's going to be a big feud at Raw because they have more time to talk on
see,
Raw.
I have, I think Jimmy will. I'm thinking he's going to Raw, but if he's going to Raw, then Naomi's going to Raw too.
Yeah, I think she
Yeah,
will.
she'd be better suited on Raw.
Yeah.
I think so.
There's more time for the women on Raw than there are on SmackDown.
And
Now,
now,
because I
well,
have
wait, is she feuding with anyone right now? Didn't she just start something with somebody?
Don't really start, but
they were
she's
on
like,
a
That was that number
three.
one contenders match. It wasn't really anything.
yeah, but she's friends with
Yeah.
Bailey, so
Yeah.
it's not really going to be anything unless they do another like triple threat. Actually, like another 4-on-4 with it could be a 4-on-4 with Naomi, Bailey, and Jade Cargill and Bianca. Well, that doesn't make any sense because Bailey has the title, so she's going to do her own thing. So I just think it's a better move for her to go to
Raw.
Raw. Why would she fight for a title against her friend? Why would she make beef when they're both um, they're not heels?
Well, she earned
Can't
her number one contenders spot for the title.
yeah.
So they are going to wrestle. Probably at Backlash, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Bailey will keep the title, so I don't know. Maybe they will. Well, don't they have to keep her on SmackDown if she's facing?
Bailey is stuck on SmackDown.
So then Naomi can't go to Raw.
I just think it's gonna be a done thing. I don't really think.
Well, no, Naomi didn't win that match, did she? I thought Tiffany won.
Well, no, she she came in It was a disqualification. Nobody won.
Oh, okay.
So I think Naomi's gonna go to Raw, and then it's gonna be Bailey versus Tiffany Stratton.
I have Tiffany on Raw because, shocker, I entirely am staying on Raw, and her man Candy Monday is Ludwig Kaiser.
I got those two going to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Who, Imperium?
Yeah, well, yeah, Gunther and Kaiser.
Yeah, but then what about the feud that's probably going to start?
He's probably gonna go to SmackDown too.
I don't know. I can't see them moving so many people that just switching them like that.
I also got Shinsuke Nakamura going down to NXT.
I do too.
I could see that.
I have Shinsuke going to NXT. I sure do.
Yeah, because they don't
He'll do
really
so
have
good
any,
there.
they don't really have anything for him. I mean, he wrestles every week, but they're just
So there's a reason behind it for me. So
He's gonna go
there's
after that
another
title.
big name that's going to come up in the NXT pool. because NXT is going to the CW in October. You're going to need some star power. Going to need some superstars that can help grow the brand. It's on national television now. Going to see a little more viewers.
Bobby
I'll get
Lashley and
there in a minute. I'll get
outfits.
there in a minute. But Shinsuke's one of them.
Who else you got going?
Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits going to NXT.
Nope, I think they're going to
Not
Raw.
yet. I didn't pick where they were going. I think they might stay on SmackDown.
I think they're gonna go to Raw. They have like just to
They
start like
could.
a new fresh. They need to start fresh. What right now on SmackDown, they got nothing going
Yeah,
for
but
them.
who's Bobby Lashley going to feud with on Raw?
He's a baby face. You could feud with.
Drew McIntyre.
Well,
No,
I mean, they're
CM
doing
Punk.
6-man stuff right now.
I think Bobby Lashley needs to get out of it. I think they
You
need to
can
go do
feud.
their own
You can
thing.
feud. You can feud with Judgment Day.
Yeah. But they could break up Judgment Day too.
I could
They
see
could.
Dom. I could see Dom.
Seems like they're starting to have issues. So
We've had issues before.
I could see
yeah,
We're working on getting there,
Dom
though.
backstabbing them.
We're working on it. All right. So the other big name, obviously, is Karrion Kross in the Final Testament going to NXT, right? Big name right there. Everybody loves Karrion Kross. Big, good
Yeah, because
wrestler.
they got nothing going for them either. They had the what was it what was the 6-man tag team match the other day
Yeah, yeah.
to
I don't
face.
personally. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but solid wrestler.
who
Groups.
Karen Cross?
To
What?
face
Karrion
A
Kross and AAMP.
Town
Yeah.
Under. But they lost, obviously.
Yeah. But actually, the big name that's going to NXT is going to be Kevin Owens.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
He's on Raw right now, right?
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
SmackDown. Oh with
He
Randy Orton.
casually has always wanted to go back to NXT. Likes NXT. He could be the face of the brand again.
Would he make less
October's
money from
coming up
going down
on
there?
CW.
Hmm.
Would he make less money going down to NXT?
No,
No.
out of his contract.
But
It's like a one-way contract for baseball,
is he gonna
Ah.
win the title back?
probably. Not currently, but
Do you think
probably.
Kevin? No, Kevin Owens not going there because he has a feud with um
The Bloodline
Solo. Yeah.
He can go anywhere. It's a draft.
Yeah, technically, all these feuds that are going on could just be shot
Doesn't
right
mean
now.
Hey,
have to.
You
It,
got
do,
maybe
it
the
doesn't. Be,
it
it
is what
doesn't
it
maybe
is.
begin
the
until
maybe the Bloodline will go to NXT.
Hey,
no,
maybe,
no, that won't happen.
No,
maybe Judgment Day and the Bloodline will go to NXT.
yeah.
How about just put the whole roster there? Bring up a whole bunch of crop of new talent.
Yep. All the NXT guys are going to Raw and SmackDown, and all Raw and SmackDown are going to have one big show of NXT. Going to
Mm-hmm.
be 4 hours long from 8 to 12.
Woo,
And then Raw and SmackDown will just be 2 hours.
woo.
I don't think Kevin Owens is going anywhere. He's gonna fight Solo at like Backlash.
I'm wondering if
They can still fight at Backlash. It doesn't. The roster is not take effect until May 6th, so
Mm,
they can still fight at Backlash, but then the following month they can start fresh on their own brand.
I see what you're saying.
Alpha Academy to SmackDown without Chad Gable. Just Otis and Tozawa.
Not Maxine.
No, well, I don't know. She did good in that Battle Royal.
I would send if I'm going to send them somewhere, I'm going to send them to NXT because then she can work on her craft because she doesn't have many matches under her belt. You
Yeah.
put Maxine back in NXT, let her actually wrestle this time. She can be good.
I
Tozawa,
could,
he's what?
I
Otis.
could, I could see Chad going to NXT, even with the feud. Send him back down, get him ready.
Nah, he's got a feud with Sami
Sammy.
Zayn.
I would.
I also
I
got
would.
Nia Jax going to SmackDown. She already faced everybody on Raw, all her enemies. New faces on SmackDown for
Hmm.
Yeah, and she's got her cousin running the show NXT. Get right to the top.
Her and Tiffany are travel buddies too, so maybe we'll see.
and then like you said earlier, Baron Corbin. I got him going to SmackDown.
I do. I got the tag team coming together, making SmackDown.
I also got Sheamus going to SmackDown. Even though he just came back on the Raw, I can see him getting drafted to SmackDown.
And I think he's going to stay on Raw because the only title that's eluded him is the Intercontinental, and that's on Raw.
There's still one more injured person that we
Yeah, that
haven't talked about.
Sam. I mean, yeah. Right before you get on that, yeah, Sheamus. That's the only title he's never won is the Intercontinental
Yeah,
Champion.
and that's stuck on Raw. So
You know, what? You made me switch that one.
Alexa
uh,
Bliss. She should be due to come back soon. Could get
Yeah, she.
drafted.
Yep, she had a kid. Now she's ready to come back.
But it would ruin her surprise return, kinda, because then we'd know she'd
not
be coming.
really, because she appears at the draft or something.
Yeah, she
Um,
could. She could come right back that night too.
What brand was she on before she got hurt, though? Raw or SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Raw, I think. I
I thought she was
think it
on
was Raw.
SmackDown.
I think it was Raw.
If she's on Raw, she could get drafted to SmackDown, and maybe Uncle Howdy will come back.
I I feel like she's gonna go back to Raw.
Wait, what was her last run? What was she in? Who was she with? Was it with?
She was with
Um,
she was with Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy. No, she got out of that.
She got out of that stage
She was
spooky
like kind
goth
of
nonsense. Yeah,
she like
crazy.
wasn't there fully for a while.
That's why I think it was Raw.
I think it was
that's
Raw.
that's why I thought it was SmackDown. So yeah,
Hmm. Um, just I've got Andrade going to SmackDown, which in turn means when Charlotte Flair returns from her torn ACL in like September, SmackDown Shilly will stay.
I think she's gonna be in SmackDown too.
Um, Other big move I've got is Judgment Day to SmackDown.
Me and Andrew talked about that a little bit today, and I asked him, they gonna move all of Judgment Day or just like
Everybody but Priest, because Priest is stuck on Raw.
so it'd break up the Judgment Day.
Everybody would be on SmackDown, but Damian Priest.
And technically, well, no. What about Rhea Ripley?
She's part of Judgment Day. She'd go to SmackDown, but
But
they don't
she's
have to
gonna
pick
she's gonna
her.
win the title back.
Oh yeah, she wants her title back.
So if she goes to SmackDown, I don't think she's gonna beat Bailey for the title.
Oh, she would.
Yeah, but I don't know if they'd want to do that.
I'm trying to think where they're gonna go with feuds, and I don't have any idea yet because I didn't really sit here and book out what I'm gonna do. I didn't sit here booking a show out.
Should
Well,
have.
I should have. Yeah, I should have. I should have sat here booking a show.
the thing is with this new era, they have me confused with everything, so that's good. I never know what the heck's gonna happen anymore. I used to be able to predict it.
The one thing I'm sure of, otherwise, is L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
He's gonna go to Raw,
Yeah, that's what I
Hmm.
was thinking.
and
It's
then
gonna be good for him.
just just because they can, AJ Styles is gonna go to Raw too. Keep that feud going, baby.
Yeah, but what about AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes at Backlash?
It's just a one-off.
That's what I was saying before, though. If AJ Styles goes to Raw, can he still fight at Backlash for the SmackDown
Yeah,
Oh.
and
title?
then they move. He'd move to SmackDown if he wins.
Even though he's not
He-
gonna win.
But you know he's not
He's
going
not
to win.
going to. Yeah.
And
Um,
if they do draft him to Raw, then he's 100% not going to win.
hmm That's the problem with the draft being here because it's NFL draft weekend, so they want to catch buzz about it. So I understand their thought process, but it's a terrible time because now your pay per view premium live event is in a few weeks' time. What the
When
hell
is
is
Backlash?
Backlash?
Yeah.
Is it May? Is it May?
It's a
Is
week
it May
from
4th?
it's a week from this Saturday.
Oh, so it's May 4th. Yeah, so the rosters don't take effect until the 6th.
Ah.
So that Monday. So Backlash is the 4th. There you go.
Oh yeah.
My one big NXT call up is going to be Dragunov to Raw.
Hmm.
History with Gunther could slide into Imperium if he wants. Hell of a wrestler. Him and Gunther would put on a show stealing performance. I mean, I don't have too many NXT people pegged at the moment.
I
I've
think
got
Bronson Reed's gonna stay on Raw because he still wants the Intercontinental Champion too.
I forgot about him. They're giving him a push though. So
Yeah.
um I've got the OC and the Viking Raiders going to NXT. So Gallows and Anderson to NXT, and Ivar would go to NXT, and then Eric would in turn follow suit because he's still injured with neck surgery.
Yeah. What
And
about
then I had one more person. Continue. Sorry.
um what about Braun Strowman?
He should be back any time from his neck surgery unless he
I th-
isn't
I,
medically
I think
cleared
he's
fully.
I think he's gonna be with Howdy.
That would make sense.
That's what a lot of
He
people are
did.
talking about. That Howdy, Braun Strowman, and Alexa Bliss will keep the Bray Wyatt thing going.
Yeah, but when did it debut?
Yeah. Well, we keep
Back.
seeing everything on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a QR code on Monday Night
Raw.
Raw. Or was
Mm-hmm.
it no Friday Night SmackDown.
I think it's on both.
I didn't see the one on Monday, but I saw the one on Friday when Triple H was coming out.
Did you
Yeah.
see the one on Monday when Kaiser um turned on? Well, what's the other guy's name?
Giovanni Vinci.
Yeah, when he threw him into the ring, the ring like did like all the static thing,
Did
like
it really?
yeah, when he threw him in there, it like the electronics in there like started shaking and it looked funny, but nothing
Well,
popped up.
that's because they got to make it look like, oh no, he damaged the LED board.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was something Uncle Howdy related.
Not that I gather. He did throw him into the LED board.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's just gonna be her. Maybe it might be a tag team. I might move. Um, I have Shayna Baszler going back to NXT as well.
Yeah.
Let her recapture what she had back then, current day, so it would be better off.
I still can't believe you have Kevin Owens going to NXT.
Buddy, you're going to see a big name. I'm not sure who. He was the first name I thought of to go to NXT because October's coming. They're going to national television technically instead of USA. They're going to CW, which is bigger, and
How long are they staying there?
5 years.
So they're not moving to Netflix with everything else?
No, no. The SmackDown's going to USA. NXT is going from USA to CW, and Raw is going to Netflix. And then anything outside the US, like pay-per-views and everything, they're going to Netflix. We're still stuck on Peacock until I think 26 when that deal's up.
Okay, so all our PLEs and everything are still going to be on Peacock till 26.
Yes,
So the only difference for us is Raw to Netflix, and then SmackDown's going to USA and NXT to the CW.
correct.
Okay. Until 26, and then Netflix will have, for us, Netflix will have all the PLEs.
I'm I feel like that's what's happening.
Wait, what's SmackDown on now?
Fox.
Fox.
Fox, that's what I thought. So no more Fox.
They they didn't they felt like they didn't get enough out of their ad revenue and everything on SmackDown on Fox. I mean, you're still pulling in 2.4, 2.5, sometimes 2.3 million people on a Friday night, 8 to 10 p.m. It's pretty good.
I mean, I'm
Going
gonna,
back to the USA network, I think they'll pull in about two,
yeah.
probably another 2 million again. So Raw to Netflix, it's not like it matters. NXT to CW should pull in what Dynamite does for AEW at like 800K ish, or like a 0.20 or 2.6 in the demo rating, and that's what they're getting now.
Hmm. I guess we'll have to see.
I feel like
I have a
Netflix is
fit.
going to be a lot bigger.
They need somebody to be the face of the NXT brand. I
Yeah,
thought DIY might have to go down, but I don't know yet.
but they wouldn't be the face.
I don't think so.
They could go back to being the faces of NXT. You still want to be able to develop your young talent, like Trick, like your Ova Femis, your Roxanne Perez, who's literally 22 years old and prodigy at this rate, and the current NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah.
I thought she might go to Raw, but she retained her title, so I was like, maybe not.
Didn't she show up on Raw a couple times?
She showed up on the Raw after Mania.
WrestleMania.
Dragunov did too, but Dragunov's going. I feel like she should go to Raw personally, but
Hmm.
hmm.
So what's after Backlash? We got. What's the next pay per view after that? PLE.
Clash at the Castle in June in Scotland.
And then SummerSlam.
No, Money in the Bank and
Mm.
well, actually, end of May, I think Yeah, end of May. Sorry, so it's gonna go Backlash. End of May is King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia. Then Clash of the Castle on June, I think 15th, 16th, something like that. Then Money in the Bank in Toronto in July, like the 9th, I think it was. And then SummerSlam August 3rd. And then
In Cleveland, Ohio.
Cla Bash at Berlin at the end of August in Germany.
Yep. Yep. King and Queen of the Ring
Yep.
in Saudi Arabia. That's after Backlash.
Yep.
And don't forget the NXTs. They got Battleground on the 9th, June
Yeah,
9th.
that's coming out of the UFC Apex Arena, which only holds like 100 people apparently.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get that one. When they can easily sell 4,000 seat arena, but deal with probably TKO.
Then you got NXT Heatwave on July 7th.
That was where the hell was that? Where was that located?
Toronto, Canada.
Oh yeah, it was all in that weekend.
And then on April 23rd, well, that already happened. Yeah. I forgot about that spring break in.
Yeah, that happened. That's where Trick won.
Yeah.
Hmm. Cool. Yeah, cool. Bum, bum, bum. Any shocking things we think's gonna happen?
There's gonna be something shocking. There's gotta be, right?
Triple H to NXT.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels to Raw and
Yep,
SmackDown.
there you go.
Be crazy. Have you noticed lately, since Triple H has been taken over, there's been a lot more tag team matches because he's a big fan of tag team matches.
He is. Also, they just swapped the tag titles back.
Yeah.
They're so much better.
Yeah.
Yep.
The SmackDown belts are so much better than the Raw ones.
Think so?
I don't like the circle personally.
Yeah, I agree.
It looks cool. Like the design in the background's cool. I just don't like the circle look to it. I like the.
Either way, they're definitely better than the older ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are stupid. They're
The
something you
the
buy like your
next
kids at a
title that
store.
needs to be redesigned is the Intercontinental title.
That's what I was just gonna say too. Yeah.
Don't like that one. No, I'm not a big fan of it. The two like little globes on the side with the big, it just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Just come up with something cool.
Oh, Triple H might.
He might gotta
Is
get
that
rid of
the
that. Gotta get rid of that Vince McMahon shit.
is that the oldest title that they didn't upgrade yet?
It's
Well, hasn't the WWE
the
championship been the same for a
the
while?
women's tags technically been around since they're technically the oldest, I think. After that would be the Intercontinental, I think, then the US.
Hmm.
What's your
Now,
favorite title?
my favorite title out of the ones that they have now,
I like the heavyweight championship.
I do too. I don't mind the US title though. I do prefer the older US title where it was more like red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
pretty
mean I
cool.
don't mind it. It's like a good design too. Now the real question is, do we think they scrap the women's tag titles and finally make a women's intercontinental and United States championship, or just one mid card title for women at least?
It would be nice.
They should.
I think they should, yes. Not like women's tag division, there are like no tag teams.
No.
You have the Party Girls, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, but they're hit or miss. Sonya Deville should be coming back soon with her from her torn ACL.
You have
Um,
Katana Chance and
they're the Party Girls. Yeah, Katana Chance and Caden Carter. Yeah, yeah, they're the Party Girls. They're like the only established actual team.
right,
Like, to me, they don't need tag titles.
right.
Give them one floating intercontinental championship or something, or make them for each brand. But I think just one floating across the two brands would probably be better.
Yeah.
So now, when Roman Reigns coming back after a couple months, who is he gonna fight? I think him and Cody are done with.
Solo.
I was thinking that. But Solo needs to build it up a lot longer, though. Like next WrestleMania build up.
Well, it's gonna be probably Rock and Roman next WrestleMania.
What about Cody and Rock next WrestleMania?
I
So
think
he's coming
Cody.
back
I
for him.
think Cody and Rock will wrestle before WrestleMania.
SummerSlam looked likely, but it all depends on movie schedule because April 1st or August 1st is when it's done.
You think the Rock and
Um,
Roman?
Rock and Roman's probably Mania next year, but I could see it that Roman goes after Cody again.
You think so?
This
I think
time
that's
he's
over
chasing.
with.
This time he's chasing.
I don't know. It wouldn't be WrestleMania though. That's over with. They already took what 3 years or 2 years of a WrestleMania
Two so
of
far.
that.
Got to get the trilogy in there.
Yeah, trilogy Rock versus John Cena.
No, no, no. Wapadu is going to come back, and he's going to win the title. He's going to come in, win the title for one day, lose the next day.
No, he's not.
He's going to come in, win the title, and then lose it.
How long do you think Cody's actually gonna be champion for?
22 decades.
He's
I
never
think
gonna
they're
lose the title.
Never. 22 decades.
no.
He's the only fighting champion now,
Um,
besides Sami Zayn, I guess.
I feel like Cody's got to have a year on him.
You think Cody's gonna hold it for a long, long time?
Yeah, he has to,
It.
or else the whole storyline was just stupid.
I feel like the storyline was just him winning it.
I feel like if it was a Vince thing, he would have done Cody wins, here,
Then
and
losing at
then no, no, no. Well, he could, but if it was a Vince script, he would lose it at SummerSlam to The Rock when they wrestle, and then Rock would carry it until Mania to fight Roman.
but
And
now
then
it's
Roman would
Triple
win
H
again.
story.
Yeah, because I mean they set it up that Rock wants the title, so Rock and Cody SummerSlam or Survivor Series, but
I think Cody will win. He already lost to The Rock once.
I just don't like. I don't know who beats Cody other than The Rock at the moment.
But why would they do that? It's so stupid.
Because Rock can throw his dick around.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look good for the future.
You think he cares?
No.
If he beats Cody at SummerSlam or Survivor Series, then Roman Reigns is going to win at WrestleMania. So,
No,
Yeah,
no. You know what? No. The Rock wins, and then John Cena versus The Rock. WrestleMania, John Cena wins.
I'd be
second
for that,
Cody,
and then John loses it the next night because he does his open challenge.
Yep. That would be amazing.
I, I'm for it. I want John to have 17.
he said he wants to do one more run before he
So he's got.
retires.
He said 50 the latest. He wants to end before that, though. So he's 47, so probably 2 more years of John Cena.
He's booked through the end of the year, and then he could start next year in like January if he doesn't get another movie.
The only title that he can't win is the Intercontinental Champion because that doesn't count, right?
Or United
It's the only
States.
one he's missing too, but it
He's
doesn't
never
count
won
towards
that.
17.
So which one? Which ones can he win to get 17?
He can win the heavyweight or the WWE.
What about the NXT? Isn't that technically a major championship? Or no?
No,
No.
not not officially recognized. It's got to be
Even
Raw or
if, yeah,
SmackDown.
even if it was, imagine him winning 17 on there.
That would just be like the cheap click win kind of way.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, because like the logically, if it's not The Rock, the only person I could theoretically picture beating Cody Rhodes for the title at the moment would be Randall Keith.
I don't see that at all. I don't even see him. I just see him high middle class right now. That's all I see him as.
Who, Cody?
No,
Randy Orton?
Randy Orton. Yeah,
Yeah, but Randy could easily turn heel and then boom,
Randy
that's
Orton
true.
veteran.
mentor story, the best friends.
He should fight P, Damian Priest for the title. That'd be fun.
That'd be nice. I wouldn't be upset. I don't see Priest as a long champion.
Me
I don't
either.
see Jey Uso beating him though.
No.
Jey Uso's not going to beat him.
Do you think they're gonna go back to a tag team, him and Jimmy, after they
I
retraded him? I
they're
think
gonna
Jay
work.
needs to stay by
They're gonna
himself.
work their way back there. Jimmy's currently injured.
Jay's so much better by himself, though.
He is.
Storyline injured or actually got injured during that?
Actually got injured.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
What with the chair?
That's how they wrote him out. He got injured at some point though, either in the WrestleMania match or in that angle. But they wrote him out. He's injured.
Hmm.
Hmm. I don't know because you got a lot of things coming up here. You got the Money in the Bank coming up too. Got to pick a winner for that too.
LA Knight.
But that's another day's video.
It is. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All
Sure,
right.
go on.
Well, this was another podcast. This is AAMP. We got Nick. We got Hector. Have fun. Peace.
See ya.